All right, what's up, everybody? Once again, we back at it. We back on it. I am here with JJ F. I'm Junior. We on the line coming to you from Long Beach, California. This man's city, this man's hometown. The reason why we here, we got another voters registration, and we trying to push how important that is to vote, and not only at a higher level as far as president and all that, but in your local communities for your sheriffs, your councilmen and things of that nature. So that's what we out here doing, and beautiful weather. We got things going on down here. So JJ F, what's happening, man? What's going on?
Oh, man, 10 toes down, man, and staying prayed up. We out here today doing voter registration for 2020 and census for 2020. I'm just getting educated on some things I didn't know, and also trying to educate the viewers and the listeners on the census, why they need to do their census, and why they need to register to vote, and then go out and vote. It's just a lot of knowledge that some things I didn't know and some things I did know. So it's educational to us, and we like to bring it to y'all through this platform with Digital Soapbox Network and with this podcast show On the Line. So yeah, that's what's going on out here. Just trying to getting older and learning some things, and some people learn and some people don't learn. But with all the technology that's provided with platforms, we're trying to spread the knowledge. That's all.
Oh yeah, I agree, man. This is important. I'm learning as we go about the voting and how important that is, because myself, and I'm only speaking for myself, was ignorant to the fact that, when you talk about voting, people think, oh, I don't care about the president and all that, but it starts down here where your community is. Local level. And you can vote pretty much for anything, I'm understanding, in your local level.
Yeah, well, you voting, it's 4-year terms, 2-year terms. They're dealing with Congress, dealing with different terms, a 4-year term and 2-year terms like that. You're dealing with voting for your congressperson, your senator, you're voting for judges, fire chiefs and police chiefs and city council, city manager. There's a plethora of positions that you have to vote for. So yeah, it's just not one thing. That's why you got a bunch of people named in there and different stuff. You don't know. What you need to do is take that before you blaze up and do your thing, man, or hit that cup. You need to sit down and read or Google up some stuff and find out what's going on and who is who and who you want to vote for, and create you a cheat sheet. I think that'd be the first thing to do. And you need to find out who fixes your potholes in your city, who takes away the graffiti off your wall if you have any of those kind of problems, parking in your community, who deals with those issues. You know what I mean? So we down in Long Beach, there's some parking issues, but right now, they up here in this particular district, they got a parking lot up here to deal with that. You know what I mean? So I'm most likely in all other parts of the districts, they had this available. So there's different issues that come about through being a homeowner and being a renter. You might want to find out who you need to talk to, and why this and why that, and then you're like, oh, I should have voted. Maybe I could have made a change. Wouldn't be in this problem. Dealing with the potholes, the graffiti, the parking, the homeless, you know what I mean? Those kind of issues. So yeah, that's what we got going on today. Just spreading the knowledge, though. That's all.
So for people who want to get involved and go down there and cast a vote, or even find out the different people who's running for so-and-so position, where do they go to? Is there a certain building they go downtown in their community, or is it online, or how do they get?
All the above. All that information is provided through the internet that you can go to, Google, and also have accessible to your city hall or to your local library, or find who your local council person for your area is, or if you're in a different state, your parish. Different states got different terms for who works the local government. You can have accessibility to those people or to those people's office, and they will provide the information for you, and also the internet as well. So yeah, this stuff is available. It might be at some people's churches too. You know what I mean? So some churches have vote. You can vote as a voting pool, and some recreational areas are voting pools also. So depends on your local voting pool, your school auditorium. here out in California, out in Long Beach, that's what they do. They have those voting poll or places where you vote at those polls, and they had that information. But you can find all this stuff is accessible.
Well, that's good information, man, because a lot of people, they know, but they need a little bit more information, or some people just don't know at all. Some people just don't care. They just rolling with the punches. So for people like that, if you get to the point where you sick of seeing certain things going on in your city, community, as far as the homeless, actually rent control, or potholes in the streets, or just construction going on, you seeing like, hey, I want to find out, where are my tax dollars going? Why is this being built over here? How is that going to service the community? How is that going to help me living in the community and my neighborhood? So yeah, you just need to look into things of that nature. And this is what I'm finding out now that I'm a part of doing stuff like this with JJ Fomby in his city of Long Beach. So to the people out there who wondering why we pushing this so hard, this does make a difference. And if you start pushing the vote and being up in their face, they will listen. Things will change. Not an overnight process, but they hear you. They hear you now. So that's what we got to get our people. And what I mean by our people is, people in the community, Long Beach, Compton, Inglewood, Watts, LA, and those in other states around the world. I'm sure y'all got y'all program how y'all push, but this is how we do it down here, and I'm sure it's the same thing, but we speaking on where we are right now. So basically, my question to you, Fomby, this is a positive thing we got going on, and how do you attract more younger people to things like this?
Oh, so yeah, we're gonna have to start dealing with my intentions is to deal with your peoples. I mean your peoples, as far as nephews, nieces, grandsons, cousins, aunties, nephews. Sit down and have those discussions with them, and then trickle down. At the family dinners or at your place of your worship, and sit down and talk with them. Have a few minutes or moments out of your day and talk with them, and lace them up and advise them, hey, this was going on, and they'll get one or two of them will latch on to it. You know what I mean? Just like basically turning them out to the government system. How to vote, how to do this, how to do that, how to get a job, that type of thing. That's how like mothers did to us. They cultivate us to learn how to brush our teeth. You know what I mean? You train them, and that's what what I mean. I think that's the route we need to use in this matter, to turn them out to the system. It might not be the proper word to use, but
They'll get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, I think that's the way we have to do it.
Now you mentioned something about the youth, teenage, and jobs.
I appreciate that.
Now, as far as jobs goes, right now, it's a lot of jobs being provided through the city. It's a lot of construction work, a lot of businesses going up. When we was coming up, we wasn't into working and looking for no jobs. But that's another story.
Wait a minute. Let's get this straight. I'm sorry about your upbringing, but I did have a job. I just didn't like the job. I did.
In fact, we passed by the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, I had jobs. I just didn't like the jobs, but I did learn. Then my parents did teach me about work, my work ethic, and that you had to work, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. So yeah, I understand. Then a lot of stuff they were talking about. If you think about it, a lot of stuff grandparents, aunties, uncles. If they was inebriated or you thought they was crazy. A lot of stuff. You look back, they was telling the real. They was talking that real talk. We didn't pay attention to it. We just, you on some square shit. I'm trying to make something happen. Watch out. Where that pistol at? Where that sack at? I'm finna make some stuff happen. You talking about it, and I'm trying to be about it. And that's where we went wrong at, dog. That's where we went wrong at. We should have been paying more close attention to with our in-laws and kinfolk, or how you want relatives, how you want to word it. Was saying that had those jobs of working for the city, working for the government, working for the state, you know what I mean? Working at the shipyard, the railroads, or wherever those good, considered good post office. McDonald Douglas, or Northrop. We should have been listening to them, what they was talking about, and got ourselves in position and got us a retirement, and we could have retired early. So yeah, we did some fucking up. So now we're trying to straighten up and don't have other people going through the things we went through. They don't have to. If they listen to us, they'll know some things they should not be doing, and try to do the right stuff according to the system. What's the right stuff? What the system got? How people got these? Your people who purchased them homes you sitting in. They were worked. They paid the taxes. Some paid the tithes. You know what I mean? That's a different issue. But they gave the offering. They went to work. They got insurance. They did all the right stuff. So yeah, we had to listen to them. We'd probably be in a better situation in our life. Not saying we be bums, but we just saying though, things could have been a little more smoother for us.
Well, that's where I want to touch on about influence and encouragement. We all can be some type of influence, either be negative or positive. But my question that I had to before, how to get the young people into thinking about why it's important to vote, because you setting yourself up, and the people that's going to come under you, your little brothers, your little cousins, you setting them up for the future too. Once you get involved in voting and letting them know, hey, your voice is important. Your physical being here is important. So why don't you use it? You can use it to make things move. And once you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 different people doing the same thing and moving, you're going to push real hard. So that's why we out here in this man's city in the Long Beach and trying to spread the word of vote. Now, all that honking and all this, these are the people coming by honking the horn because they know what's the meaning behind voting. So once we get that going on, then we want all the young up and coming people, the teenagers, people who want jobs for themselves, who want to see their community better, because you never know, you might just own a business or a home in this community. So you want to set yourself up for that. You know what I mean? And that can very well happen.
Well, you're a genius. Yeah, you said it like that. And I think that if by people seeing, the viewers listening and seeing this, they would spark their curiosity and they would do a further investigation about how things are done and what we're doing out here, and et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I think this is a positive thing. I think this is a good path we're on, and we're gonna continue on this path as long as we breathing, man. We're gonna keep pushing this. We pushed all kinds of stuff in our lifetime, and this is one of the things that we're gonna push through this social media, through this media outlet that has been provided on this platform. So yeah, shout out to Digital Soapbox Network. Shout out to Wire Entertainment. Shout out to Prime Time. Shout out to Tony Montana. Shout out to Smooth Cut Productions. It's been a beautiful run, man, and I appreciate everything and everybody has done dealing with us in our process of obtaining this content we have came to.
Exactly what he said, man. Big shout out to everybody that he named. I know the same guys he just mentioned, so I don't have to mention them again. But thank you very much for being part of what we trying to push and being part of the Get Down. And thank you once again to DJ Prime Time for taking your time to come out and help us, you know what I'm saying, push this movement that we're doing down here. And, you guys check us out. Check out your local cities and see what you guys can come up with, because you can be doing the same thing that we're doing sitting here in your community, in your city, nationwide. So, just follow us, ride with us, and just keep on continuously pushing that positive movement as we doing. Get out there and vote, and stay safe.
Oh, yeah, before we pull out, I forgot to tell y'all, you can find us on the Digital Soapbox Network.com. You also could download the Digital Soapbox Network mobile app out of your Apple Store and then your Android. Also, you can go to YouTube, get some of our old episodes on the line with JJ Fumby. Also, you can find Junior on some other stuff that he has done on YouTube as well. You can go to our Instagram. What is our Instagram? On the Line DSN.
On the line digital soapbox.
Okay, yeah, that's the IG. That's the IG. You can come check us out, and I got JJ from me as well. But you can find us on the internet.
My IG is Hub City One. You can find me on there, or go to digitalsoapbox.com on the line. That's the IG page, and we gonna build some more stuff that you can follow us on. So thank you very much, and thanks for having us. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for liking us. If you don't like us, hey, thanks for not liking us, whatever have you. But yeah, we all good over here, y'all.
Greetings, everybody. I'm JJ from On the Line, and today we're in Long Beach, California, doing voter registration in the 8th District. We're off of 53rd and Long Beach Boulevard. And take this opportunity to speak to somebody that's from Long Beach, raised in Long Beach, represents Long Beach. We ain't gonna talk about that hat, but there's people from Long Beach that went to UCLA. Some great people, so introduce the people to who you are.
Yeah, my name is Charles Brown, and I work with the 8th District Council Office, Special Advisor, and one of the things that Councilman Austin is truly hot to trot about is the issue of voter registration and census. Long Beach lost out on millions of dollars just recently in the initial CARES allocation that was made to cities. We were something like 20,000 residents short, and if we had just had 5% more people who registered in the census in 2010, we would have been eligible for, again, millions of dollars. Same thing overall. When they make an allocation, they make it based upon residents. We lose, again, a lot of money because folks don't register, folks don't sign up. So he's out there, he wants to make sure as we can get as many people as we can ready to vote and participate in the electoral process, but also represent themselves so that we can get the resources in this city that we need to do things. And a lot of that money, most of that money actually comes to communities that we represent.
Wow, today I'm learning something. So you're saying that the lack of individuals doing the census cost the city money, what the city was going to be able to take that money and create business or programs inside the city. So the lack of those numbers will cause some programs not to be funded or put up or utilized. That's what you're saying?
Right.
Well, yeah, listen to the man saying. He's saying if y'all who didn't want to register to vote, or as well as didn't do the census, most like the census, you lacked problems. So when things start happening in your city with the homeless and any other little problems that come up, you should have got out and then registered and did the census program when people was knocking on your door or standing in front of the stores or standing out here there out on the corner right now. You should have filled that paperwork out. Yeah, well, I never knew that was that important. I heard about it in the past when they was doing census a few years back, but now you really look at that, that costs us a problem. That costs us money.
Yes, it did. When the pandemic first started, and they made the allocations to cities, the cutoff with the first allocation was 500,000 people. We were like 470 something thousand. So like I said, here it is, we could have been eligible for a large allotment just by not having the members on the roll. It's not that we don't have the population, it's just that you didn't have enough people participating or signing in, turning their stuff back in.
So if I'm correct, my recollection is that census come every 10 years. So every decade they run the census program. So we won't be, this next census won't be available to us from 10 years from now. So if anybody looking at this on Digital Soapbox Network or on streaming sites, you know the next 10 years from now, when they come through, if you're alive and you see the census come through, you need to want to fill it out. So anything else you'd like to say to the people and the viewers?
Just get out and vote. and sign the paperwork. See, a lot of people don't do the census because they think that it's a tracking issue. You're monitoring who people are, where they are, and whatever, especially on the issues of immigration and whatever. No, what it does, it establishes a bottom line for resources. When they talk about infrastructure, streets, building improvements, things along those lines, we talk about education, health services. Long Beach is one of the last cities that has a health department. The money has its own health department.
I know that, but
yeah.
So again, this is something I'm not aware of. You telling me that other cities, surrounding cities, and other cities in the county and in the state don't have their own health department?
No, it's a cost factor. Most people rely upon the county health services to take care of things like the pandemic. If there's outbreaks, if you've got issues associated with Long Beach Harbor, you had emissions that were coming from some of the storage spots that it was county health and Long Beach Health that worked together in trying to mitigate that, take care of that. Because Long Beach for the longest had one of the highest rates of asthma in this country due to things that were going on in the harbor. So if you don't have the research, if you don't have the money to do the services to mitigate that, you're in trouble. We were in trouble. So that's been addressed. But that's part of it. Those are examples of what we're talking about. If the money is there, now don't quote me, but I think it's something like it's $155 per person that we miss out on for every person not signed up in the census. Now you multiply that times 500,000 folks, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So the more the merrier. And it's something that benefits the communities. And the issue, those who are concerned about, let's just say this current administration, we're trying to add a couple of questions to the census where they could isolate individuals that weren't necessarily citizens of the United States. That was knocked out by the Supreme Court, so we couldn't do it. So what you put on that sheet for the census is used entirely for calculation on the resources, knowing how many people you should account for when you're making allocations for those things I talked about. Education, infrastructure, the whole 9 yards. Anything government related, those dollars are allocated to cities based upon their population level.
Wow, knowledge is key. I'm kind of like blew back on what you just said about the asthma. I'm stuck on that, and as well the health department, man. Long Beach, I always knew Long Beach was a great city, and I knew they had a lot of resources and programs here. When I grew up, we had stuff available for us. Man, as far as the summer program with the kids, when you got a job, you remember that? Oh yeah, we had that. And I think that was something that I always stick to. And when I first got my first job, how I got my first job, as far as getting a paycheck legitimately, it was through that summer program. That was a program that Long Beach provided. And I don't think no other city had that program. Because when I was like, how you get that shit? How you got that job? Oh, through the JT, was like a JT something program. And anyway, so yeah, I'm glad you sat there and said what you said. And I want everybody to know, we're not sitting on no air conditioner. We are on the line, out here on the street, dealing with the people. We ain't tucked away, hiding and on the internet pushing keys. We out here on the front line, and I appreciate you stopping by and doing the interview. I know you were setting up the tables and talking to people. And anything else you'd like to say to the people, where they can find you at, or find the councilman at, or any information you'd like to put out there for the people to know?
Okay, two things. First of all, let me thank you and the groups that came here to do the registration for both voting as well as for census. Because like you said, behind's on the line. That's what counts. And some folks have to have the courage to come and ask people. It says you have not because you ask not. You want to take the time to be able to do that and to be able to express to people just how important it is. Because like you said, most people don't know. But again, I'm a representative of Councilman Al Austin, 8th District Council person, and he'll be by here later. But like I say, this is something that is extremely important to him, that people recognize their civic responsibility in getting registered and executing, going ahead and voting, and then putting government officials like himself in a position to be able to allocate even more resources once they come. So all of you who are hearing, if you get an opportunity, whether it's here or elsewhere, please take advantage. I think they just extended the census thing from September the 30th to October the 30th, so you still have time to get that done. And voter registration, I'm not sure the exact date, so I'm not going to quote it, but get it done. Get it done.
Sure. Once again, I thank you for stopping and talking with us. And Junior will be with us as my co-host. He's not here at the time, but I want to let y'all know this is On the Line on Digital Soapbox Network and also showcased by The Wire Entertainment. You have a good one. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is JJ Fumby, and I'm here in the city of Long Beach on Long Beach Boulevard and 53rd in the 8th District. And today we're doing voter registration and census. And we got somebody from the city of Long Beach who's working today, part of the team, and we're part of their team. We're a team together, and we'd like for her to explain to you what she's out here doing to her co-worker.
Hello everyone, my name is Alyssa and I'm with the Long Beach City Clerk's Office, and today we're out here in the 8th District trying to get the community to register to vote. We have a table out here with voter registration forms, so if you're not registered yet, you can stop by and register. And we also have information on the upcoming election for November 3rd. So there's going to be 18 vote-by-mail drop-off locations where registered voters who are voting by mail can drop off their voter registration all around Long Beach. So for this upcoming election, every registered voter is going to be receiving a vote-by-mail ballot through the mail. So we're definitely getting out the word on where you can drop off your vote by mail and just any frequently asked questions you might have for the upcoming election and voter registration as well.
Okay, that's what she said. Yeah, if I'm correct, I thought I got mine in the mail already. I don't know. I was instructed. The lady at the household said that we got it, and I ain't see it, but she said we got it.
The Los Angeles County should be mailing them out starting October 5th, the vote by mail ballot. It might have been that you received your sample ballot booklet. They started mailing those out. Yeah. There's definitely different election material that's going out at different times, but everyone should be getting their vote by mail ballot starting October 5th, so slowly every registered voter would get that in the mail.
Okay. So yeah, I'll ask you this question. How's it been this year? Oh, first of all, let me do this. Have you done this before?
So we have actually done our local elections for the city clerk's office, does our local elections for the city of Long Beach. However, we have since consolidated with LA County. So they're the ones that are coordinating the elections now. So they're the ones that are doing this upcoming election November 3rd. So we're still the elections official for the city of Long Beach, the city clerk's office, but the LA County office is coordinating all of the elections now for the city of Long Beach.
Wow. Another one of them jewels, something I did not know, and this knowledge, and we are spreading that knowledge, information on what's going on. I didn't know that. Wow. That's information right there. So look, it's good to know somebody that knows somebody, and we're able to take it and put it on the internet and let you see it and get informed. I got this question to ask you. What do y'all do with does this anything about registering to vote? Does it have anything to do with jury duty?
Yeah, so a lot of times that's the question people want to know. Just because I'm registered to vote, does that mean I'm going to be selected for jury duty? So that is misinformation. So your voter registration information is strictly for voter registration. You're not going to be put on some jury duty list after you register to vote.
Oh, so that, okay. Kill that myth. That is bad gossip. Real bad gossip. So yeah, don't be in fear to be registering to vote. Do not be in fear to register to vote. I'm glad you cleared that up, man. That was something that a lot of people, oh no, that's gonna give me, they're gonna be saying to me this. You act like, you know, you're doing something wrong when you actually register to vote, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you stopping and coming over from your table and coming over here and talking with us. She had the huskas to come over here and make it happen. Is there any information you like the people to know? If so, please let them know.
So you can always contact our office for any elections related questions. So our office phone number is 562-570-6101. And you can call that number Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30 p.m. with any questions regarding your voter registration or elections related questions. We're happy to help. So definitely get the word out. If you have any questions, we're here to help you.
One more thing about the phone number. Is it an extension number to that, or just take that number?
That's the direct line to the city clerk's office. So once again, it's 562-570-6101.
This is the same office that does you get permits and.
That's a different department.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, city clerk. Cause I'm thinking city clerk. That ain't got nothing to do with court, does it?
That's a court clerk.
I'm crazy for that one, man. But thanks again for stopping by and talking with us. I appreciate that. And check it out, y'all. I'm JJ Fumby, and we're here in Long Beach, California, on Long Beach Boulevard and 53rd Street doing the voter registration for 2020 and the census for 2020. So this is On the Line on Digital Soapbox Network, Wire Entertainment, and we got this as an organization that's out here today, which I'm a part of as well. And I want y'all to listen to it, Miss L, speak and tell you what's going on.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having us and coming out here to this event. This is a community event and an effort to register people who are not registered to vote or who have moved, and just as important, who have been convicted of crimes before and paid their debt to society and are now coming out to regenerate themselves and be productive citizens in society. And our effort is to educate and then help them to understand how powerful their votes are. We are a community grassroots community organization. We got this. It was founded in 2011, and we partnered up with the City Council office in the 8th District. And so this is our third event for registering to vote. We're also assisting people with the information of completing their census. This is just so important now because it's our right to vote. It's our duty and our responsibility to vote, and we just thank you all for publicizing this and reaching out to people, and so that they can understand that this is what being responsible is about. And so many people died for the right to vote, and so we have that right, and we want to share it with others and just help them to get the services that they need.
So can you give the people, the viewers and the listeners, the website where they can contact and any information you want people to know?
Well, we do have a website. Our website is www.wegotthis.c for community, org for organization, and .com. And there you'll have all the information. You'll have our email address as well. You should have a link to also go to the voter registration for the government, so that you can sign up online as well. And there are other information and events there that are helpful and educational.
Every day I wait, feel like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, pick the beats on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House, big spouse, family, freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day I wait, feel like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, on the line. Hustle to increase,